untreated heartburn or acid reflux can lead to cancer, which is pretty crazy. If you want a way to force your body to permanently stop acid reflux and heartburn in 48 hours, click the link in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question: does unfiltered apple cider vinegar help with acid reflux? Answer by Rory Malone. You can use it in any of the following ways, or simply drink a teaspoon of ACV mixed in a cup of water before meals to naturally alleviate heartburn and acid reflux along with its symptoms. Video: Heartburn No More. TM. Baking soda, when added to ACV, will help to neutralize the acid to just 7.0 or close to it before drinking. Otherwise, the acidity will cause dental sensitivity and eventually enamel erosion. ACV and baking soda, when mixed in water, will offer all the nutritional benefits of ACV in a less acidic form. ACV that is raw, organic, unfiltered, unheated, and unpasteurized contains the cloudy mother enzyme, which contains a high number of nutrients and is always recommended for acid reflux prevention. Make sure to drink it by diluting 2 teaspoons of ACV in 8 ounces of water. It helps to treat acid reflux very effectively. You can buy Bragg apple cider vinegar or any brand of ACV that contains mother. White distilled vinegar that is made from grain and diluted with water contains 5% acidity, which helps to break down the food and aids in better digestion, offering relief from acid reflux. Yes, it will. Consume 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar after each meal. If you cannot withstand the taste of apple cider vinegar, dilute it in a glass of water. Yes, ACV is good for treating acid reflux. But if you are experiencing stomach pain with acid reflux, then we wouldn't recommend it, as it can increase the pain. The pain might be caused due to any open sores or other, which can worsen with ACV consumption. Eva recently stopped taking Nexium after being on this for about 2 years. Every time I try to stop it, I have horrible heartburn. I also have not had a voice since I started the Nexium. Another good reason to stop. So now I am drinking the ACV prior to meals, watching what I eat and still have pain. Not horrible, but it's annoying. Stopped drinking alcohol, except for white wine over several ice cubes. How long does it take before I notice improvement? It's been about 1 week since I started the ACV. Is apple vinegar is ACV? I looked in many stores for ACV, but they show me apple http://vinegar. In living in South Korea and in having heartburn problem, a friend told me to try squeezing lemon juice, from the actual lemon, not concentrated lemon juice, in a glass of water and drink it when you get up in the morning. This is my 3rd day trying it and I did get some relief. Has anyone ever heard of that? I am just tired of taking medication. It seems like I am allergic to all of the medications that were prescribed to me: Nexium, omeprazole, famotidine, sucralfate, Tums, and the list goes on. Lemon contains citric acid. When it is mixed up with water, it becomes alkaline, which helps in neutralizing the stomach acids. The vitamin A and pectin provide relief from the inflammation in the esophagus and chest. Its antibacterial properties kill the germs that cause digestion problems. So, lemon is effective in providing relief from acid reflux. Answer by Rajinder Bala. You get permanent relief from GERD and all related issues in 7 days. Curing acidity. GERD. I had kidney stones every year for 3 years. Luckily these were small stones and I went to doctors in time. Every year the stones were removed by taking medicines, through urine. This was quite shocking. I was an all-rounder. I was a sports person who would love to play any game that was going around. Sports was my first love. After first year kidney stone, I took special care to drink enough water. But in spite of that, I developed kidney stones. I was confused. I was worried. Around this time, I suffered from acidity. I could hardly eat anything. Even if I drank water, I felt that I was full up till my throat. I could not tolerate any spices or oily food. I took antacids, injections, medicines. I took a lot of care in deciding what I should eat. Nothing worked. Every passing day the things were getting worse. There was no improvement. I stopped taking interest in business. I started studying health-related matters on internet. I was shocked to find that there was no cure for any ailment. All my life I used to believe that doctors can cure any disease. Now it was only health and nothing else. I thought if I am healthy, I can earn money for 3,040 more years. Otherwise I will end up spending all money on doctors and hospitals. That was a wise decision. Today I'm 100% fit. No health issues. I can work for 16 to 20 hours a day. I did not spend any money on my treatment. To cut the long story short, I experimented on hydration, dehydration cycles to cure every disease. I found that dehydration is equally important along with hydration. If anyone wants to get 100% relief from acidity without any medicine in 48 hours. Day 1. Drink 100,200 milliliters, depending on age and weight of the person, water every hour from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Day 2. Do not drink any fluids as much as possible. If you find it difficult to stay without water and other fluids for 36 hours at a stretch, minimize your water and other fluid intake on this day. You may not get 100% relief in 48 hours, but repeating day 1 and day 2 for 45 times will give 100% relief. Thereafter, every month repeat day 1 and day 2. As things progress, you may repeat day 1 and day every time there is change in the temperature of more than 10 degrees centigrade. An interesting story. I was discussing my experiences of hydration/dehydration with a group of yoga instructors. During the course of discussions, the yoga instructors mentioned that they suffer from acidity in a big way. I was surprised. I could not answer. But I kept looking for an answer. Later I found an answer to the acidity problem of yoga instructors. During yoga, breathing exercises are done. During these breathing exercises, CO2 is exhaled, but CO2 is slightly acidic. When a person starts yoga, he feels overall improvement. Most of the well-to-do people have acidic buildup in their body. By doing breathing exercises, the acid load of the body starts reducing. In few months the person recovers from acidic body. Now his body becomes too alkaline. The acidity problem is faced when there is acid buildup or alkaline buildup. Later I asked the yoga instructor to stop drinking water for 36 hours. I also suggested him to stop yoga for 7 days. After 36 hours he was completely cured of his acidity. To me, cure means no restrictions of meals. Once a person is cured of acidity, he can eat any oily thing in any quantity. Not that I recommend such poor choices of food. But that is the meaning of cure to me. And one must indulge in such things once in a while. Answer by Jasmine Ramirez. If you've tried antacids and P blockers but still get acid reflux or get it worse, definitely try ACV. 2 tablespoons in 8 ounces of water. Though be warned, it tastes super gross. If eating meat and or fatty foods make the acid reflux worse, especially meats, there's a chance your stomach pH is too alkaline, not acidic enough. Definitely give the ACV a try. Add a bit more fiber, preferably natural fiber, into your diet too. Why it helps me. After some very poor and very harmful life choices over the course of a month and a half, I messed up my digestive tract. I was getting acid reflux all the time. And by all the time I mean all the time. Note, it's rare for me to get the actually heartburn part most associated with acid reflux. I'd be sitting in class and start coughing up acid. The coughing started BC of some irritation in my throat and it eventually felt like a subtle burn. My bottom lip started to burn too. When I went to gargle warm water, I saw that my tongue had a gross yellow coating on top of it. Since it came off fairly easily, I forgot about it. Then I got really bad heartburn and saw the same gross yellow coating. I started popping antacids, Tums, like candy to try and keep the acid down. Then I moved on to Nexium when they stopped working. I even used Omeprazole a couple of times, though it brought too much pain, so I stopped soon after. After a while they did absolutely nothing, so I stopped taking them. My acid reflux continued and got so bad I could feel and taste it coming into my mouth as I ate, which was already an unappetizing struggle. Since I take probiotic supplements, on suggestion from my nutritionist, BC I hate the taste of yogurt, I thought I had a decently healthy digestive system. So surely it had to be something else. I went to my doctor. He tested my stomach acid and it was nearly pH 4. Normal stomach acid levels, according to my doc, is between 1 and 3, at lowest acidic end. The pH scale is similar to the seismic magnitude scale in that it's exponential. Say pH 1 equals 10,000 acid and pH 2 equals 1,000 acid. So a normal stomach acidity will be between 100 and 10,000 acid. In these terms, my stomach acid was near 10 acid. My food wasn't digesting properly and the acid just kind of sat on top, and that's why it would run up my throat into my mouth. The undigested food also made it extremely difficult for my body to absorb the nutrients I need to properly function. I use 3 tablespoons and half a lime, for flavoring extra acidity, W/8 ounces of water with every meal. I drink 1/4 about 10 to 15 minutes before eating, think 2/4 while eating, and drink the final 1/4 after I finish my meal. I also avoid water 30 minutes before and 60 minutes after a meal. Eating is still sometimes unappetizing. I still get acid reflux, but I'm able to eat more than a couple mouthfuls. I don't feel nauseous during/after eating. I'm no longer tired all the time. Didn't even realize I was tired at first. My skin looks healthy, I'm not cold all the time, and I'm no longer losing weight at a worrying rate. I never realized just how miserably I've been living. My doc said I was probably on the less acid end of the range to begin with and ended up just making it worse by accidentally. Sure, I can feel my stomach burn sometimes, but my acid reflux is incredibly less intense.